Me voy para allá or right
No,
there?
that's fine.
All right.
That's cool.
'Cause I'm gonna have one camera.
Cool.
Hey, you didn't even tat out here, huh? You were so
No,
busy.
no, bro. I haven't been. I didn't even get my license because I didn't. I knew I wasn't gonna have time.
Nobody tatted, huh, from your shop.
No, yeah, Jordan tattooed. But he was tattooing on the bus because we had 6 booths that we were gonna do for Trusted, but we were like, man, there's too many artists hitting us up, so we just
Let
took all
him
those
go.
booths and gave them away. But then some people didn't even end up showing up.
Yeah.
There was like 4 or 5 booths that were just empty all weekend.
Hey, how many booths were there?
I want to say like 270, 280,
Damn.
something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that's a shitload.
It was a lot. Yeah, I was a little bit nervous when he said he wanted to do at least 250.
I kept hearing like nothing but good shit.
Yeah.
By like the artists. Like,
Yeah.
man, this is gonna be the next.
Yeah.
probably, like big one.
Okay. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back for another InkCon podcast here, brought to you by Body Art Buzz Podcast. We're here at InkCon 2023 at the Ontario Convention Center, and right now we have a good friend of mine and a dope-ass artist out of Orange County, Juan, and we also got his apprentice, Tommy. What's up, Juan?
What up?
Why don't you give him your Instagrams real quick?
Instagram is _Juan38, and the shop one is Greyscale Tattoo Studio _.
What's up, guys? My Instagram's Tommy Boy Tattoos.
Cool. So Juan, I don't even know how long I've known you, man. I've known of you too. I think before I actually knew you, especially like through Oath. I think
like
I
over
knew you through
10
Oath.
years.
Yeah, something like that.
Easily.
So you've been tattooing a long time,
Yeah.
and you've been dope for a long time. So,
Thank you.
how long have you actually been tattooing?
I
And even
just-
starting, I don't know if you did an apprenticeship.
No,
Or,
I started in my garage.
yeah,
Like tattooing in my house. That's how I started. Probably
yeah.
at least 12 or 13 years.
And what got you like interested in it? Did you
Actually,
already have tattoos at that time?
No, actually, one of my friends kind of brought it up to me. He would see me drawing, and he kind of just told me, "Hey, you need a fucking tattoo."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shit!" I never
Like,
really
really?
thought. I never really thought of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, right when he told me that, just like a
That's when it was in your mind.
like
you're
I was
"Oh,
like,
shit,
"Holy shit!"
Let me start looking this shit
Yeah.
up. I feel that's how a lot of artists kind of started.
Yeah.
Like they were always drawing or painting or whatever,
yeah.
and then a homie was like, "Fuck, tattoo me, dude. Learn how to tattoo and do
That's
some shit on
that's how exactly how it was.
me." Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, bro? What got you interested? Because I know you're being apprenticed by a fucking dope ass
Yeah.
mentor here. So
Oh,
what
definitely.
got you interested in wanting to do that?
When I was younger, I remember being a kid and just like I saw my uncle get some like old cholo tattoos, and he started getting them covered.
Like prison style?
Yeah, he,
Okay.
he was getting those covered, like some old like gang stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I started thinking like there's more to like tattooing other than like the old prison stuff that I was seeing. And like I remember him getting like a bear or something to cover up like this old gang one, and I thought it was cool. So I started like I was in like middle school, and I started looking at like buying stuff on eBay. I remember being like home and jumping on the computer and looking at like machines off eBay and like how to get
Okay.
one. I couldn't get one because I couldn't get like
after the magazines back in the day.
yeah. Yeah, I couldn't get like my parents' credit card or anything, and I didn't really have any money, so I was like, oh, whatever. And then I just kept drawing. Honestly, I just kept
Okay.
like kind of drawing, and then.
And how did you get in contact with Juan, or how do you guys know each other?
I met Juan through my friend from high school, Bovie.
Okay.
Bovie actually had apprenticed previously under Juan,
Okay.
and they had an art show at Greyscale. It was their 1-year art show, and what I did was I just went and hung out, like showed up at the art show and I started talking to Juan, and it was funny. I spent like a lot of time with Juan during that day, and
Uh-huh.
he just told me keep coming, come hang out and see what's up.
Yeah.
Got you.
That's pretty much
Okay,
what
so
happened there.
because I was there at the art show
Yeah.
and I remember
Yeah.
seeing you there.
Yeah.
I thought you were already like part of the crew. Like,
He was just hanging out.
So that-
he
that
was
was
trying to
you-
sneak his way in.
yeah. He's like, I've been here, bro. I've been here. Yeah. So congratulations on the shop, by the
Oh,
way.
thank you.
The name Grayscale, it just stands out. I love the logo too.
Thank you.
Remember, I bought one of your hats. I think when they did the grand opening,
Yeah.
and I fucking love that hat. I was wearing it for a long time.
Thank you.
But like for me, like hats, like I use them so much, and they kind of lose their
Yeah.
their goodness, you know.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of move on to the next one. But so what inspired you to? Because I know we worked together, we've traveled together, but
Yeah.
we've also worked at Illuminati together for a
Yeah.
little bit, and then you went to Inkslingers.
Yeah.
And then I kind of feel like just all of a sudden I was like, oh shit, Juan's opening up a shop. What inspired you, or what kind of pushed you towards, hey, I think I want my own shit?
I just felt it was time.
Yeah.
Been tatting for a while, and I was like, it's my turn. Let's start looking and make it happen.
There you go.
So
And the spot that you found, was that like the first spot you were looking at, or were you
No.
looking other places? And
I got fucking rejected
denied.
thousands of times. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of spots, the landlords wouldn't want like tattoo
They
shops.
don't want that
like,
stuff, yeah.
like, right when they would hear, what do you want to open? A tattoo shop. Oh no.
Oh no,
Like no.
that's cool. No,
We don't want that here.
damn.
But I was dealing with a lot of like older people. So right when they would
So
hear
their
tattoo
mindset
shop,
is-
they had that old school mentality. They think tattoos,
Oh,
ghetto
gangsters,
gangs
yeah.
or whatever. So right when they would hear the word tattoo, nope.
They're like,
So it
nah,
was-
we're good.
Yeah.
So where was your like, oh, I want to open in this area? What was that city, or what was that area?
I had two in mind, either Anaheim or Orange, because I'm from Anaheim, so I wanted to open something up in like my hometown.
Okay.
That was in my head, like either Orange or Anaheim. Since
So where you're open at right now, what is that considered?
that's Anaheim.
That's
That's
Anaheim?
actually the end of Anaheim.
Oh, you're like right at the
edge.
border.
You cross the
Yeah.
street, it's another city already.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, that spot. I like what you did with the layout of it, but that parking lot, bro. There's like so many businesses right there.
Yeah.
Is that why that parking structure wasn't there when you first opened? Was it?
Which one?
There's like a garage or something that's like to the side of the building.
Oh no, that's actually like offices.
Oh, it's
It's not-
offices.
yeah, it's not a parking structure.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was a parking structure.
Yeah. It's like offices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that parking lot was
Yeah.
packed like
Yeah.
all the time. How many artists do you have in there right now?
We got, including me, there's 10 of us.
10?
It's a big shop, so
Yeah.
it's a lot of stations, so they're all full too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like how you did the art show for the 1 year anniversary. Brought a lot of artists, a lot of people. It's kind of like you did a little mini convention,
Yeah.
honestly. You know, a lot of homies that I haven't seen in a while
Yeah.
showed up. You know, that was cool.
Yeah, it was a good
What
turnout.
inspired you to do that?
I just thought like we gotta celebrate like
Yeah,
the opening of the shop. What better way than an art show, music, car show?
because that kind
food.
of doesn't make it like just about you. It's kind of like, hey, I want to celebrate, but I want you guys to be part of that
Yeah.
celebration. So you incorporated other people's artwork in there. I had one of my pieces in there, which I left there, and you know what? Like, I forgot about it, and I even took my artwork there late. Like, I think I took it that day,
Yeah.
and then I saw like a message you put out, like, hey, please have it the day before, and I saw it on my way there, and I was like, oh fuck. Like, I hope I can still put it in.
Yeah.
And then we ended up putting it in and stuff. But yeah, I saw a lot of old homies there that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you specialize. At least what I mostly see you do is portraits. Like 70 to 80% of the stuff you do is portraits.
Yeah.
Is that the direction that you were wanting to go to, or was there a different style that you were pursuing first?
When I first started, I always kind of like had it in my head that I wanted to just focus on black and gray.
Okay.
It was like always in my head, and I wanted to do like realism or anything with black and gray. That was like my main focus.
And then
So eventually, I just started doing more portraits, and I started getting a little better at them. And
and then people just started.
Yeah.
Because you know, like the homie Frank, you've done a lot of portraits on him, and like he'll enter them at shows like that we do and fucking take home awards, and I'm like, bro, like those portraits, they're fucking solid. They're even after like they've healed and settled into the skin, they pop out, you know. Because like I don't know, I can't even like really explain your approach, and I think it's something that you probably learned over time. But when you went to Ink Slingers, I think is when you like tweaked something, or like just something that you learned there that it kind of just like leveled it up. Yeah,
definitely, it was. I learned a lot being at that shop. It was a good experience, and some of the good, like best times in tattooing for me being at that shop. Good times.
It seems like that shop is just, it changes artists when you go there. Like you work there and you just come out a better tattooer. Yeah, especially for that high contrast, you know, that heavy black. You know, and I don't know if like back in the day you were tattooing, like the goal was to have really, really smooth shading. Right. but then you see those tattoos 5-10 years later, and they're like,
Yeah.
you know, there's not enough black in them.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's why the ink slinger style, the high contrast style that you're doing, is just timeless. You know.
Yeah.
And you know who Vito is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did a seminar that he did, and he was saying, he's like, if you do a tattoo and you don't put enough black in it and it heals like shit, it looks like shit. Yeah. But if you do a tattoo with a lot of black in it and it heals like shit, it still looks like a good tattoo.
Yeah.
So you know, so I was like, oh shit, now I keep that in mind. Yeah. But do you think there was a comfort or a line you had to cross where you felt like I need to put more black, but I'm scared, like, or did you kind of just do it naturally, or was there a point where
when I was at Illuminati, I was already trying to attempt it, like to go like more towards that style of tattooing, and as I went into ink slingers, I learned a little more, and that's when I definitely started pumping in like darker tones into my tattoos.
Okay,
yeah,
dope. So when I walked up to the booth and you were getting the stencil ready, I saw that you did a hand stencil, and I asked you like, oh, you don't do it on the iPad, and you were like, I don't have an iPad. And you know what? And the homie Robbie, the guy who did this one, you know Robbie Latos, right? He does hand stencils. So if he's doing a back piece, he's printing the fucking whole page, and he's there fucking doing it. And you were talking about how with the iPad, you start to do extra shit. Yeah, you know. Like you're zooming in.
Yeah, I feel with an iPad, I've never really used one with tattooing. I've tried it like once or twice. Yeah. But I feel like the way I tattoo, I just rather see the image, and I really fucking simplify my stencils, like super simplified. Yeah. So I feel with an iPad, you're just like zooming in, and you're like overdoing. Like you're just overdoing the stencil, and then you zoom out and you just see a bunch of shit, like, and you're like, what the fuck is that? Yeah.
And then when you put the stencil on, it's like some of the lines
becomes like a blob, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, the way I tattoo is I just simplify the stencil. Whatever I need to shade, I'll just like outline it and keep it simple and readable.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, and that's. I always saw the iPad as super convenient, especially when you're traveling. You have your stencil ready before the client's there, and then you can just size it up when you need to print it. But when I would do like portraits or realism, I was zooming in and let me get the little the freaking
every little
detail in the eyeballs and stuff, and then you zoom out, put the stencil on. You can't even see it on the stencil, you know. So I've actually been thinking of going back to doing hand stencils, but man, I feel like when I was doing hand stencils, my arm was just like in pain. Like I'm there just like cramping up.
He has an iPad, but I already told him like, you're going to fucking learn how to, if you're under me, you're going to learn how to tat the way I tat, you know?
Yeah, of course.
So whatever I do, you're going to imitate whatever I do and copy whatever I do.
Exactly. And that's the way you got to do it, man.
Yeah.
Are you already tattooing or?
Yeah. I'm trying to work my way into like piecing up bigger pieces, like full leg, you know, stuff like that. But you know, mainly doing like smaller stuff. But
nice.
You know, let him do like walk-ins, like
like just to get his feet wet, try to get him in there. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
we all started there. Yeah,
it's cool.
Have you been tattooed by Juan?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
No, I agree.
No,
you know,
for sure.
Because we have an apprentice, and you know, I've had apprentices or been in studios or groups that had apprentices, and they just wanted to get tattooed. Oh, do this on me, on me. You know, like I'm like, okay, you're just wanting this shit for free, and you're not even gonna let me do what I want to do. Yeah. Like, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. You know, but there's this, our apprentice now. She's been getting tattooed by some of the artists, but I'm like, I don't know if I'm ready to tattoo you yet. You know, I want to really see where you're at, and then kind of, you know, then offer it.
What if you tat them and they just bounce? You know?
Yeah, exactly,
like,
exactly. And because like when you tattoo somebody, if they're a tattooer, you're kind of teaching them what you do. Yeah. So like for example, like when Vito tattooed me or when Robbie tattooed me, I'm there watching, seeing how they're doing their techniques and stuff. So I'm absorbing what they're doing, you know. So let's say in the same idea, you could be tattooing him. He's like, I already know what he does. Yeah. You know, I already know how he does it, you know. Even though he's gonna get that from watching you, getting tattooed by you is is a different learning.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like it speeds it up a little bit. So yeah, he's definitely got to earn it.
Yeah.
Definitely got to earn it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you heavily tattooed? I see you got a little bit of space.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say heavily, but I got both my arms just about done. I got some empty spots here and there, but yeah, I got in there.
And you don't have like anything underneath?
No, I have something on my stomach that I'm getting done and kind of working my way towards my torso and back, and then I have my legs, but torso and my back. That's what I really need to get to. Yeah,
got you. And you're pretty heavily tattooed. Do you have fucking stomach tats and all that shit too?
No, not right now.
No. Are you planning on get that?
Yeah, I do. I want like one fucking big fucking image in the front.
Yeah.
I don't know what, and I ain't trying to rush it, but I want something sick. You know?
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, that's how I feel about my back because I don't have anything on my back yet. I just want to do just something
like
big.
something massive. Like
yeah.
Cool
Like I don't want to do a bunch of like that's cool if you have like a plan, but I'd rather just do like a giant face, for example.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah,
something just massive.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you have any head tats?
No, I never really shaved my head.
Oh, okay. So it's not something that you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever do it unless I start going bald.
There you go. That's why I started getting mine. Because I started losing my hair. I'm like, fuck it. I actually started doing laser hair removal on my head. So there's like, I'm starting to get like patches missing. So someone said it looks like I have like rabies or some shit. Shit. You know? But yeah, I want to do that so that way I can get it tattooed and not worry about having to shave it, you know? Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you have your clients and stuff. Thank you for jumping on. I know it's different. You've never done a podcast. It's literally just talking, you know, like we're just chopping it up, you know? But there's just a camera and the potential is going to be thousands of people watching at some point, you know? But thank you, bro, for jumping on, getting out of your comfort zone, even though it took me a little bit of pushing you. But Tommy, thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Go ahead, plug in your Instagrams again, so where they can find you.
Mine is _ Juan38. The shop one is Greyscale Tattoo Studio _
And then mine's Tommy Boy Tattoo.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
Easy, bro.
Easy.